Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Oklahoma City Water Utilities Trust. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the June 6, 2017 meeting, and I recognize a motion to that effect.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We now have the consent docket. I would recognize a motion to approve the consent docket, subject to individual consideration.
I'd move the consent docket subject to individual consideration.
It's been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We'll now move to the concurrence docket. Recognize a motion to that effect with individual consideration involved.
Move the item subject to individual consideration. Second.
Been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We now have items for individual consideration. The first, a presentation on the Utilities University update.
Mr. Chairman, we have Susan McCormick here today to give us an overview of the program and also to introduce our graduates.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Trustees. I'm Susan McCormick, and I'm the Utilities University Program Manager. We started succession planning in 2009, and that led us to Utilities University. So since it's been a while since we updated the trust, we thought today would be a good time since we have an item on the agenda related to Utilities University. UU was created to instill leadership qualities in the next generation and focuses on teaching our employees accountability. And you have a copy of the 100% zero pins there. It's 100% accountability, zero excuses. And so that's the first class that our people take in Utilities University. Some of the other things that we work on improving are interpersonal and communication skills, problem solving and decision making, management and supervision, quality control and continuous improvement, and industry laws and regulations. Over 250 people have taken UU classes since we started in the fall of 2012. About 10% of our workforce has graduated, 82 people. Currently, there are 3 different career tracks. The supervisory career track is 96 hours, business, 135 hours, operations technical is 150 hours, and in all it takes 2 to 3 years to complete the coursework. As a result of our succession planning efforts, we identified opportunities to improve our workforce competency levels, and we used the U.S. Department of Labor competency model shown here. The lower tiered competencies are common to large numbers of industries, things like personal effectiveness, academic competencies, workplace competencies, and then as you move up, the tiers become more industry specific. Things like quality control and continuous improvement and industry-specific classes. Our program includes traditional and non-traditional training and development, and we have instructor-led courses taught by Metrotech technology instructors, as well as our own utilities department instructors, and we have some also taught by other departments. And all of these classes are designed to broaden our workplace knowledge and skills for our employees. And we also offer remedial online training to employees who may need some help in reading or English as a second language or math or grammar or other areas. And we offer mentoring and internships as well. Currently, we offer over 30 different instructor-led courses. And the courses in the lower levels are covering general management and leadership topics such as accountability, ethics, interpersonal skills, time management, effective supervision, performance evaluation training. And like the Department of Labor competency model, as you move through the levels, the classes become more industry specific as you go up. And the goal is to develop skills that our employees can use every day on the job to improve their service delivery to our customers. We offer a variety of computer classes so that our workforce will be ready when we implement new technology. And we offer classes to help employees build confidence in communicating both verbally and in writing in different job settings. And here we have an example of one of our graduates doing a mock interview for a job interview. And the classes are utility focused. Even the classes that are taught by our Metro Tech instructors, they're focused on our business and they use our policy and procedures. An example of that would be the business ethics class. They use the city's business ethics policy and they build on that. We use case studies, which are real life scenarios from our organization, and we study those cases and we formulate responses and then we debrief as a group. And our city staff also teaches UU classes. As I mentioned, we have the city attorney's class that teaches tort and employment law. Some of our own people teach finance, contracts, purchasing, utilities technology, public trust, government 101 essentially, public health and environmental protection, and safety for supervisors. Our safety professionals team up with risk management and teach a class related to workers' comp and safety in the workplace. And all of these in-house subject matter experts are really proud of what they do, and they really enjoy sharing that knowledge with everybody, and our students love these classes. So just this year, we added facility tours so that some of the employees, they learn about what we do in class, but this gives them the ability to do firsthand tours to see it and how it works. And so they have a better understanding of our core functions. So we've realized some benefits through Utilities University, including a positive culture change. We've seen improvements in our teamwork and our communications because now people know other people from across the department. We've seen improvements in enhancing our organizational knowledge. But I think probably one of the most critical things is our employees now understand the big picture and they understand how their role fits into the organization, and so they can help with our success. And something I think is a really great benefit also is that we have employees from all levels in Utilities University. So you may have a phone representative in a class with a meter reader, you may have an engineer in a class with a pipeline mechanic. And these interactions help broaden our students' understanding of our operations and help them to be more efficient in their jobs. We've also had several people motivated to go on to get further education or to get other certificates based on their experience in UU. We've had one employee on our Flushing crew. I love to tell this story because he took all of the curriculum from UU to a private college, and they gave him 30 credit hours for that, and so he was able to finish his associate's degree, and he's now working on an advanced degree. And then our own Lisa Hubble was motivated to go back to school and get her MPA, so we're really proud of those kinds of accomplishments. And all in all, we know of at least 20 people who have been promoted since they've been in Utilities University. And so investing in our own workforce not only benefits our employees through broadening their workplace skills, but it ensures that we have the qualified people in key positions to carry out our mission. And so what are the next steps? We're planning now to expand and refresh our program, and we're going to be starting some additional classes in the fall. Right now we're working to create a class on lean, or quality control continuous improvement, for our division managers so that they can have tools to analyze their current processes and reduce waste and improve on their service quality. And to this point, the program hasn't been mandatory, it's been strictly voluntary, but as we expand, we're going to be requiring our supervisors to complete the supervisory track, and we're also going to be enhancing some of our safety classes as well. And I'll answer some questions, but before I close, you may have noticed some additional people in the audience today, and these are some of our recent graduates, and I'd like for them to stand, and we also have some graduates from 2015 and 16. If you all will stand as well and be recognized. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions, and you may see the trademark Utilities University and 100% zero pins there on that slide. Any questions?
I just think it's really been a great program for the utilities, and Marcia kind of started it with help of some others, and I wish I'd thought of that. So I think it's really paying off dividends for the departments. You know, with the millennials, you know, you always think that everybody's, you know, on a job for a year and a half and moving on. And we're not really, you know, I know we're technical in some specific areas, but we're not seeing that as much as I think they're seeing across the country with people just moving on after a couple of years. We've got people that I think buy in and are dedicated to the cause. Thank you for all you've done on it.
Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
was a really good presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank
You want to go ahead and move into before we go to executive session, go to the others?
Need the resolution.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes. Need a resolution ratifying the actions of the general manager in registering trademarks of Utilities University's name and UU and 100% zero logos and receiving off of Oklahoma certificates of trademark. I'd recognize a motion to that effect. It's moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Do you want to move into executive session now, or do you want to finish out the other before and come back to it? So go ahead and give your general manager report, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a short summary of the monthly performa. So far, water, wastewater resources funds are on target for the year. We are about 4.2% below spending on water and about 3.7, I believe, 3.4% below target on wastewater spending. So we'll give you the summary of the year later on as soon as we get all the information.
Any questions?
Your water levels are, as of June 15th, did we catch any rain in the last week, any of the storms passing through?
Yes, sir. Overholser and Hefner are a little above normal in Canton. Atoka is about 2.5 feet down. McGee Creek's about 5 feet down, but I'm wondering, I'm going to have them check the gauges down there because they've had a lot of rain, and I'm wondering if that's really accurate. But for the local lakes,
No, we're in great shape.
we're in pretty good shape. Draper's about 3 feet down, so we're not too bad for this time of the year.
Well, considering how far Draper was down, also, come back nicely.
Any other items from trustees? We'll move into executive session. Or do I, I'm sorry, I need a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved.
We have returned from executive session, and our meeting is now adjourned.